Hey Rachel, I'm Hannah Schofield. I'm filming this in my bathroom because there's literally nowhere else. You may not know me, but I know that you kind of are in control of the panel at Sidewalk, which is super cool. I am an alum at your festival. My short film a few years ago made it into the Sidewalk Film Festival, and I just love it. I go as often as I can. I believe my brother has a film showing there this summer. So a little bit who I am. I'm a recent USC and LA alum where I studied writing in the John Wells division, and I am an alum of Birmingham Southern, and I am the writer of The Magic City, which was directed by Robert Corna and I believe was submitted to your film festival. While I trust your selections and your taste for the festival, I believe that this film is still very important to show on the student level and on the local level and on the humanitarian level, and let me tell you why. This film was produced by a professor and his entire crew was all students. This is very rarely done, especially during the pandemic when most students were virtual. We had a second AD who was a student, the female producer was a student, literally the actress was in her senior year and she was a student. I am a professor now at a university in Houston where I teach film, and let me tell you, getting a feature done that is an all student is almost like impossible, and I'm just very proud of this project and how it has become a model for me in my film teaching and just a model for other universities. This is very important for people to see, especially people in Birmingham, to help get that film community stronger, get it bigger, get the academic film community bigger. Let's get that hype going. That's when Sidewalk is to be excited about Birmingham. And what I did when I wrote this script was I wanted to make sure that if this were seen in Sidewalk, if this were seen by someone in Birmingham, they'd be able to say, oh, I'm watching it in the Lyric Theater. Oh, I'm watching it in the Alabama Theater. It is incredible just to see that's my state. Please, please, please give it a chance. I think this is a very humanitarian film from many levels. I am impressed by the females in this film. I was asked to write the script because I was a female. One of the producers was a female. The actress also helped with a lot of the creating of it. He was very insistent on getting a lot of female insight, and you can kind of see that with the tenderness of the script. We almost got rid of the Julio character, except that as females wanted him in there. There was a lot of racism in Birmingham against the Hispanic community. People were accusing everyone of being illegals, of wanting green cards, and I literally took the racism in Alabama and I plugged it in the script. What are we doing if we don't show it? I don't see how we are benefiting community in Alabama by just letting films like this just be ignored. If we're not paying attention to these issues on the local level, then who's going to listen on a bigger level? When I wrote this script, I had just come back from Los Angeles and I had recently been sexually abused. I took some of these lines from things that happened in the hospital. And when Sarah's lying on the bed and she says, you can keep going, doesn't hurt, that's literally what I had said. Sex trafficking can be exploiting any girl, even a girl in your apartment, even your girlfriend, for something against her. I think it's a perspective that I tried to show that was true and personal. I really think that this angle of sex trafficking, this angle of sexual abuse is so important. It may not be said perfectly, it may not be written perfectly, it may not be acted or edited perfectly, but we have to raise awareness. Sexual abuse, trafficking, it's so much closer to our doors than we think. Also, I wrote several things as close as I could to my experience, and I wouldn't write if I didn't know or hadn't talked to anyone about it. In addition, just cultural things that are addressed, Baptists versus Catholics that fear the other, fathers that are negligent, the wondering whether or not you should keep a child after sexual abuse, all of that. I would really, really appreciate it if there's any way that you could allow this to be seen, allow us as young artists to be heard. I would appreciate it so much, because I think the biggest gift that you could give a local filmmaker is the gift of being heard. And if you don't do that to your own family, to your own community, to your own group, then what are we doing? I know you must have valid reasons why this is not it. I want to ask you to reconsider and to give us a chance. And I appreciate you listening to this. I appreciate you hearing my heart. It means a lot to me. And I just wish that you would consider giving it a second chance. I feel like not showing it is, again, closing the mouths of women, ignoring hurt, and not thinking about how healing this could be, even while imperfect. So thank you for listening to me. I appreciate your time, and I hope you have a beautiful night. And I know you're busy, so hang in there. Thank you, Rachel. I'll talk to you soon, maybe. Appreciate you.